Good day. It is November the 23rd, and today we continue in Judges. John 6, doing verses 19 through 21, and Proverbs 23. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. It's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin Judges 6, starting at verse 19. When they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus approaching the boat, walking on the sea, and they were terrified. 20. But Jesus spoke up, "It is I, do not be afraid." 21. Then they were willing to take him into the boat, and at once the boat reached the shore where they were heading. Alright, verse 19. When they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, remember this is after he fed all the crowd, and sent him away and pushed the disciples, telling them to go, they saw Jesus approaching the boat, walking on the sea, and they were terrified. This is the middle of the sea. This is probably about 3 to 6 a.m. in the morning. 20. But Jesus spoke up, "It is I, do not be afraid." Basically, he said, "I am," which is the word for God. That's what God's name was. Then they were willing to take him in the boat. At once the boat reached the shore where they were heading. It was a miracle going to the shore. Proverbs 23. Thou sittest with the ruler, consider well him that is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be given a man to appetite. In other words, when you're eating with the boss, don't overindulge. Be not envious of his dainties, seeing their deceitful food, their poison. Weary not thyself to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Yeah, don't try and get every buck you can. Will thou set thy eyes upon it? It is gone. For riches certainly make themselves wings. Yeah, money flies away. Like an eagle that flieth toward heaven. Yes, money just flies out of the pocket sometimes, doesn't it? 6. Eat not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainties. Again, they're poisonous. They taste great, but they're poison. 7. For as one is reckoned within himself, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. In other words, he's taking note of everything you've eaten and drank, and you're going to owe him for it. The morsel which thou hast eaten, thou shalt vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. 9. Speak not into the ears of a fool, for he who despises the wisdom of thy words. If you try to give a fool help or advice to the arrogant, he will hate you. They don't like to be proved wrong or even suggested that they were wrong. 10. Remove not the ancient landmark. That's like moving a fence line. And enter not in the fields of the fatherless. In other words, don't take his stuff. For their Redeemer is strong, and he will plead their cause. God will take it up with you, and you won't like it. 12. Apply thy heart unto instruction, and thy ears unto the words of knowledge. Take and consider advice. Listen and learn carefully. 13. Withhold not correction from the child, for thou beat him with the rod, he will not die. Thou beatest with the rod, and he will deliver his soul from the netherworld. Discipline can hurt. 15. My son, if thy heart be true, my heart will be glad, even mine. Yea, my reins will rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Make happy parents when you do the right things. 17. Let not thy heart envy sinners, but be in fear of Yahweh all the day. For surely there is a future, and thy hope shall not be cut off. Trust in God. 19. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thy heart in the way. Be not among the wine-bibbers. In other words, don't get drunk. Among the gluttonous eaters of the flesh. Don't overeat. 21. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, because they eat all the food and they drink all the drink. They won't work. And drowsiness shall clothe a man in rags, and they will be broke. 22. Hearken unto thy father that begot thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Honor your parents. 23. Buy the truth and sell it not, and all wisdom, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of righteous will greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child will have the joy of him. Let thy father and thy mother be glad. Let her that bore thee rejoice. 26. My son, give me my heart. Give me thy heart. Listen to me. And let thy eyes observe my ways. Watch what I do. For a harlot is a deep ditch, and an alien woman is a narrow pit. And she also lies in wait as a robber, and increases the faithless among men. 29 to the end. Who cries woe? Who alas? Who has contentions? Who has ravings? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? Basically a drunk. 30. They that tarry long at wine, and they that go try mixed wine. That's hard drinks. 31. Look not into the wine when it is red, when it giveth color in the cup, when it glideth down smoothly. 32. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like a basilisk. It will cause you pain at the end. 33. Thy eyes shall behold strange things, like pink elephants. Thy heart shall utter confused things. You'll be ranting and raving. 34. Yea, though thou shalt be he that lieth down in the middle of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast, you'll be rocking and a reeling. Bed spins. 35. They have struck me, and I felt it not. They have beaten me, and I knew it not. When shall I wake? I shall see it again. Yep, you do all that, and when you wake up, you just do it all over again. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.